Найбільша атомна станція Європи. Прямо зараз російські танки розстрілюють атомні блоки. Це танки, обладнані тепловізорами. Тобто вони знають, куди стріляють. Вони до цього готувались. Європейці, прокиньтесь, будь ласка, говоріть своїм політикам. Російські війська обстрілюють атомну станцію в Україні. Запорізьку атомну станцію. Місто Енергодар. Там 6 енергоблоків. 6. В Чорнобилі вибухнув 1 енергоблок. Звертаюся до всіх українців, до всіх європейців, до всіх людей, хто знає слово Чорнобиль, хто знає, скільки горі жертв приніс вибух на атомній станції. Це була глобальна катастрофа. З її наслідками боролися сотні тисяч людей, евакуювали десятки тисяч людей. Росія хоче це повторити і вже повторює, але у 6 разів більше. Жодна держава, окрім Росії, ніколи не обстрілювала атомні енергоблоки. Вперше в нашій історії, в історії людства, держава-терорист вдалася і до ядерного терору. Треба зупинити російських військових. Негайно кричить своїм політикам: Україна – це 15 атомних блоків. Якщо буде вибух, це кінець всім. Кінець Європи. Це евакуація Європи. Тільки негайні дії Європи можуть зупинити російські війська. Не допустіть загибелі Європи від катастрофи на атомній станції.
Hey guys, March 4th and Putin escalates his war to nuclear terror. So we had planned on coming to you today with good news because we have some good news, some really good news spilling over from yesterday's. And thank you guys for donating to save the orphans. We'll update you. Yeah, we received over $5,000 in the last 24 hours, which has already gone out to get the orphans out of Ukraine. We'll update you on that in a bit. But I'm afraid that good news pales in comparison to this bad news. But listen, a lot of you guys are just waking up in North America, and this is really freaking. So this is chilling, horrifying news. But we have verified that this nuclear reactor at Zaporozhye, which is the largest in Europe, is under control. That fire is under control. They've contained the nuclear reactors. Okay, so thanks God for that.
They let, what happened that Russian soldiers, they came there, they took this territory, they make fires there, and then they wasn't letting Ukrainian firemen to come and water it. They didn't let, and then when it's become like bigger, and so they let them come in and they stop this fire. And Ukrainian nuclear government,
the Department of Nuclear Energy for Ukraine has said it's okay.
Yeah, and they reported that radioactivity within the norm.
Let's take a look at some of the video footage of what went down to cause this fire. I mean, you'll see the Russians are blatantly attacking the nuclear reactors.
35 years on.
No, not that one. I wanted to show
This
one.
В результаті обстрілів пожежа на атомній електростанції. Повторюю, в результаті обстрілів військами Російської Федерації в бік Запорізької АЕС виникла пожежа. Увага! Техніка Російської Федерації веде вогонь по Запорізькій атомній електростанції. Існує реальна загроза ядерної небезпеки на найбільшій атомній електростанції Європи. Вимагаємо припинити вогонь з тяжкої техніки по енергоблокам Запорізької АЕС. Повторюю, припинити вогонь з тяжкої техніки по Запорізькій АЕС.
Hey guys.
I just didn't found this video, but people actually, because they know that it's a nuclear plant there, they was blocking as as much as they can, entering Russian soldiers, just standing up on the road, massive people just standing, but they start to,
I've got that video actually.
you
Let's
got
take a
it?
look at that. Yeah, this is incredible.
35 years on, but in this part of the world, Chernobyl still looms large. The foreign minister warning this disaster could be 10 times worse. Locals had feared the plant would become a target. Just 2 days ago, they rallied outside in a show of force. Standing firm against stun grenades, they were forced to take cover from heavy artillery. For the moment, a crisis appears to have been averted. The fire at the plant extinguished and radiation levels remain normal.
Yeah, it's this video.
Hey babe, so what updates? So Anya kept abreast of the news while I prepared some of these videos, and actually it's been a busy day. We have a lot of good news to report. Do you want to jump into the good news first? A little bit of bad news, good news before I continue?
Which specific? Yeah.
Okay, which specific good news? Okay, let's thank the guys for
Yeah.
donating to the orphans to get them out of Ukraine. We're just going to put up the slide of everybody that donated here. Can you guys hear me?
No, I think so. Okay, go quickly, Joseph.
So thank you guys very much. We
Thank you.
raised, you guys brought in over $5,000, and it's already the first part gone out to rescue the orphans. So thank you very much. Now, the big problem here is there's lots of charitable organizations bringing funds into Ukraine to help everyone, lots of money flowing. But actually the biggest problem is logistics. Honey, why don't you take over here? Because Anya has a good, dear old friend that they live in Dubai with her and her husband, and they just happened to be back in Ukraine when this thing started. So she's now taken a key role in logistics and helping the Red Cross and also helping. So we're leaning heavily on her, and we're able to offer a program where you guys can now sponsor a Ukrainian family. Okay, because you guys have been writing us in droves. I have a girlfriend, I know a family, most of it's guys that are in relationship with ladies, and you guys want to help. And she is either stuck, she's out of money, she's so afraid, a family member won't come. So, you guys are saying, hey, she won't leave, or I can't help her. What can I do? So now you can sponsor her and her family, and we can actually coordinate through Deanna to get her out, to get her rescued, her and her family. So that program, you can donate. It's on the link in the description below. Okay. And you can write right on there. It's $500 to rescue, to sponsor a family rather. Okay. And that should take care of most situations. But it's going to depend on where she's located. Right. So,
most of the transfers it's free, but most of them they goes from the places where war already started. It's where evacuation forces concentrated. If she lives, for example, like in Vinnytsia region, there is still no war, but she is afraid and want to get out earlier. She has to hire private car to be to be in delivery to the border to across, for example. Like this.
So yeah, a lot of it's free through the Red Cross. Okay. But I just want to tell you a story here, show you a story of what's going on. So this is a family that's
People don't know how to find this free. That's a problem.
Yeah. Well, it's just chaos. It's pandemonium to start off with. But here is an interesting story. You're going to find this fascinating, but really sad. It really angered me when I found this out. Okay. So here's a single mom and her two children that we're helping sponsor and rescue. Well, she's available to sponsor. And so we're going to ask somebody to sponsor this single mom. Her name is Anna, and her two children. Let me just put her photo up. Okay, so if you want to click the link below and donate $500 and just put Anna from the live stream, that would be great. So let me just show you the quote she already had. We rescued her out of the clutches of, well, opportunism. Where is that? Yeah, take a look at this screenshot. Take a closer look again. These are US ex-military guys that are coming to Ukraine that are helping to rescue people. But check out what they're charging. This is what she was quoted. $76,000 USD, not hryvnia, or $35,000 per diem per day. So
By
we're
helicopter?
pardon?
By helicopter? How if they will evacuate her?
Yeah, this group of soldiers is doing it by helicopter evac, but she doesn't need a helicopter evac. You know, she's in Odessa region. So it's mainly a logistics problem. There are people taking advantage in this situation. There's all kinds of stories about that. We're also going to offer, we're rolling out right now, we have reached out to all of our ladies because a lot of you guys are asking, what about the match guarantee ladies? Are they making it to safety? Well, I'm happy to report Olga and Tatiana have made it to safety, or they're just about here in Bucharest. So they're joining us.
Olga, not Tatiana.
Oh, not Tatiana. Ola.
Tatiana stayed with her family. She cannot leave her daughter because she has two. A daughter don't want to leave, so she stayed with her because she has two kids, grandchildren.
Okay.
But Olga Petrovna, yes, she in Bucharest.
You take it over. I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Please take. I lost my thought. Go ahead.
Okay, you wanted to invite?
Okay, I remember. Thank you. Sorry. So we have reached out to all of our ladies by email, and we are offering a program now where you can sponsor any of our ladies' family, not just her, but her whole family. I always coached you guys, when you marry Ukrainian, you marry the whole family. And I'm not saying that you're marrying or you're starting a relationship or anything like that. Right now, it's a humanitarian sponsorship that you can do for $500. So you can click the link below, sponsor one of our ladies. You can put her name and ID number from matchguarantee.com, and we will let her know that she's been sponsored if she needs help to get out. If she doesn't need help or she doesn't want to leave, because there's a lot of Ukrainians that are just, they're staying put no matter what. Then it would just go on to another girl. Okay. So just be forewarned about that. You have to, when you donate, be prepared that she will get the funds, or another girl and her family will get the funds, because it's not the girl escaping by herself. It's her whole family. Right. And that is a big part of the problem. If all the family can't go, a lot of Ukrainians are electing to just stay put, hunker down and pray.
It's true.
Which
I have so many friends just stuck in Kiev, around Kiev areas.
Yeah.
Don't want to be separated with family.
Also, I have a special guest, Karina. She's going to join us in a few minutes, and she organized a Telegram group of Ukrainians helping Ukrainians escape. So we're also working with her. She has some cases that she needs help with, and she's going to talk to us, and she's going to share also about the Russian propaganda and what Russian people are being told about this war, how Ukraine is the aggressor, how they're not targeting civilians. So she'll be on in just a few minutes here. Honey, before we bring Karina in, what about this rescue program, the logistics with Diana. Anything you want to talk about Diana and her logistics and her cooperation with Red Cross?
If you have guys, ladies, they want to get out, please let us know. Send an email by info@guarantee with her contact information. I will contact her, or I don't know how better to, or send to them my number. But we will maybe write in comments my number, so she can contact me, and we will try to make her transfer, to get out from Ukraine.
Yeah. So that's a good point, honey. Listen, if you can't donate the $500 to sponsor a family, you can always email us, and we will do the best we can in coordinating with the Red Cross to see if we can get her out, either with other funds. We have one big donor that's talking about donating a big lump sum. So, it's just amazing how the world is rallying to support Ukraine. It's just incredible. God bless you all. And by the way, I'm urging that all men grow a beard during this conflict, and just commit to not shaving until we have peaceful resolve, until this war ends, however it's going to end, and show your support by not shaving. Hashtag Ukraine beard. Okay, so spread that in social media. Honey, anything else before we bring Karina in?
I think we will continue.
No? Okay, let's say hi to Karina. She's from originally from Kharkov, but she lived in Kiev. She lives in Kiev, and
last year.
Yeah, last year. Let's say hi. Hello, Karina. Welcome.
Hi, Karina.
Yeah, hi guys, hi everyone. Thank you that you now here. So yeah, that's true. I'm originally from Kharkiv. Just now my city destroyed fully. My native city is dust now. I lived in Kiev the last year, and I evacuated. So I was in war only 2 days, and that's enough. Thank you. It's not for me. It's really scary. And even just now I'm in safe place. I'm in Europe, in my friend, in the house of my friend. Just now when I heard every sound, just like clap, I made like, I don't know, it's really nervous. I'm shaking, and it's not good experience for any life.
Can you tell us, Karina, it was really wonderful that you started this Telegram group to help Ukrainians help each other to escape, to flee Ukraine. Can you tell us about the group, what successes you have, and if you have any needs currently, either financial or cooperation, anything?
I know that I help at least 5 families just to leave the country. At first, it's a little channel. When it starts from my friends, and my friends starting to add their friends. We help each other not only to evacuate it, but with, I don't know, somebody just live in Kharkiv and they do not want to leave the city. So maybe about some humanitarian, or maybe just, do you know somebody who will go to supermarket, or just some humanitarian helping, just to help each other, just connect between people. And just now in some city, just like Kharkiv, it's really a big point just to shifting between the 2 streets, or just close building. Just it's really not safe. So some cities just now, I'm going to this city, and in Kharkiv other situation. So all information, all connection between people are important now.
Mm-hmm. So can you tell us, how is your group functioning, the Telegram, and can guys join your group? Well, it's in Russian language, but maybe they have a lady that wants to join your group. So can we?
Yeah, of course I can open. I know a lot. Just I making exchange of information between my friend, between other friend. I know a lot of other groups of information. Just maybe if you need some logistic and you want to leave your city, so you can find a driver for that. Yes, of course, anybody can join it. If somebody want to help and give accommodation, I can give you guys a special site when you make your profile, so you can give accommodation and host for some refugee from Ukraine.
Okay, can we include your Telegram link in the description below this video?
Okay, okay.
Okay, I will put it in after our live stream, guys, so you can join that group, or more importantly, you can get your lady in Ukraine to join the group.
Yeah, and I want to add one point. Just now, I'm helping to evacuate, and other one, just I'm helping to so-called cyber army, just to share some information and share information to Russian-speaking area, to Russian, and it's a lot of link. Just how you can help, just to share information. Maybe somebody do not need to make something, only share information.
Okay. Let's talk about maybe, okay, before we get into the Russian propaganda question, which is a big topic, maybe can you give us a summary of what you know about the roads around Ukraine, the train tracks, and the safety of commuting and getting out of Ukraine for civilians right now? What are you?
It's a big
What do you know?
queue. I'm. It's a so-called. I don't know. Heard of your mindset, just because when I leave my country, it's a lot of people. It's fighting between people. Nobody said about that. It's really fighting. Just I need to help, guys. Doesn't
Get
matter
on
who
the
you are.
train? Like to get on the train?
Into the queue of train. I got video. That's my personal video. If you want, I can send you this video, just because police said the woman with children first, the woman without children second, and after it men. But a lot foreign people, foreign men, they do not want to be part of this war. So it's really fighting. I don't know, some people with pets, with dog. Oh, it's scary.
I can tell you a little story too. I just talked to a friend of mine, Andrew. So he's a war vet. He served in Afghanistan, so he's pretty badass. And somebody tried to come up to him and his fiance, and they tried to like have a whole line of people. He charged money to pull these people into the queue, to butt into the queue. He stepped in and said, "Hey, no, what you doing?" And he said in Russian, and his fiance said, "No." He said he's got a gun. Don't mess with him. And he stepped right into the guy's face, because he's basically badass Marine Corps. And he said, no. Take your people and get to the back of the line, because the back of the line is like kilometers back there. This is the Romanian border. So that's happening a lot. As far as I know, the first bombing of a railway track was yesterday, and that was, or a missile took out a railway track beside, what town was it, honey?
I don't remember. It's like it's in
Mariupol.
Middle.
Mariupol. It's by Mariupol. Yeah.
Zaporizhzhia, Mariupol.
And before that, they had left the railway tracks alone. So now people are just nervous as well about traveling by rail. Before, rail was fine, and you had to just be nervous about traveling by car, because there's been Russian soldiers that have point blank executed. What do you know about that? Have you confirmed that Russian soldiers?
I'm really scared, just because just now, yesterday, my family, it's my mom and my brother with nephews, with his wife, they choose a car, because they have a car. I just, guys, please go away from Kharkiv. Please. No, it's temporary. We will wait. And just now they choose car, and they go. Thank God that all fine. But I know the cases when Russian troops, they really shooting in civil car, and it's scary story. About this queues, it's of train, just when you fighting, when you want to go to the evacuator train. About the car, my best friend, just now, she going 2.5 days on like a driver. So it's really big queue, and a big question about gas, about where you can find just something in this road.
Yeah, there's areas like Nikolaev is completely out of petrol. It's only for ambulances. But there's other areas of Ukraine that have petrol, but apparently it's limited to 20 liters per person, per car. No. It's interesting because the owner of this orphanage education company that started it 20 years ago, she turned us on to these orphanages that need to get the orphans out of Ukraine. And her and her family are fleeing to Moldovan border right now. And she said it's just like they left Kyiv yesterday. They drove for 10 hours and barely got out of Kyiv. It's just bumper to bumper, slow. It's gridlocked. It's really, really a problem. Let's take a look at, let's talk about the civilian genocide right now that's going on, and how Putin and Russians are being lied to with this propaganda to think that Ukraine is the aggressor, Ukraine is the bad guy, and they believe it. And the population of Russia, by and large, believes this shit. Let's take a look at some of the proof that they're targeting civilians, and then we'll be right back.
Further west in Zotomir, this man walks through his decimated home, showing cameras the exact place his daughter was killed. On the other side of the capital, drones show an entire town gutted and burned. Borodayanka broken from every angle. The key southern port of Mariupol surrounded by Russian troops and facing a humanitarian crisis local authorities describe as genocide.
We do not have water supply, we do not have sanitary system, and we do not have heating.
With Russian forces also occupying the city of Kherson and advancing on Mykolaiv, it appears Putin is attempting to cut Ukraine off from the sea and build a land corridor stretching all the way to the border.
Well, I just want to correct this news reporter. I think she's off base a little bit. Putin's not just taking the southern, creating a southern land corridor and cutting off the sea. He's taking Ukraine, right? I mean, he has said he's stopped at nothing short of complete Ukraine surrender, capitulation, and infusing, anew his government. But tell me, Karina, what is your take on what experience do you have communicating with Russians? What do they believe? What have they told you? I know you were talking earlier about communication you had with a guy. Can you share, that with us?
Yeah, I had this experience. It set an angry experience just because I have a nice friendship with some Russians, and some of them really nice, adequate, I don't know, normal people who understand the situation and say that no, it's any price about war. It's really big. I don't know. It's horrible. It's horrible. And some of my friends just say, I'm not about Putin propaganda. Yeah, it's maybe war, it's not correct decision, but Putin, it's hero. Putin saves the border and the safety of him country. So just maybe not you Ukrainians, but we fighting with you like as a USA system. So you are USA system, and we should to increase our safe of our borders, that NATO do not make war with us. So you will not make war, and you started war. Where is logic, guys? I was amazed by some women. So I have an Instagram when I published it, how I evacuated. And I have some connection with, I don't know these people, anonymous, women, guys, it's women. And one of them says that war is love. War is love. I know, are you crazy? And they say just, you will be grateful for Putin. Just wait some time, all from control, and we make nice things for you. You will be grateful. So just Putin is a lifeguard, is save him life, save your life, guys. It's a liberator, and you will be grateful. I don't know. It's just I'm amazed. Just because 8 years on central channels, all news is like about war in Ukraine. That Ukrainians kill Russian people. Guys, honestly, I always, all my life, I live from Kharkiv. It's Russian-speaking area. I speak in Russian. I speak in Ukrainian. That's both my native languages. And when I speak Ukrainian, even in Uzhgorod is so-called Bandera city. I speak with Uzhgorod civilians on Russian, and nobody says me nothing. Just okay, Russians are Russian. It's okay. Nobody discriminated Russian or Russian speaking. It's okay. In Kiev, I live 1 year in Kiev. In Kiev, it's also nice situation. Just you can speak Ukrainian, you can speak Russian. Even if you speak English, it's okay. It's okay. Just you're free. But in news, just I start to read the Russian media. I just now some of them are blocked, so I use VPN. And today I read so lenta.ru. It's a site of Russian-speaking media, and all news about Ukraine they called like ex-USSR country. So we're not Ukraine, guys. We're not Ukraine. We're just part of ex-USSR. It's just like hint that we are Russian, we are imperial, and our big Putin will save our life. For me, it's really hard war. It's genocide, just because a lot of them shootings, they have no any goals, just only to kill a lot of civilians.
Have you heard that there's a propaganda now that Ukraine has nuclear weapons and Russia should be afraid because Ukraine is nuclear now? That's out this morning because they bombed our nuclear power plant in Zaporozhye. I mean, you could see direct tracer missile, tracer fire into the plant, and they could have easily blown it. Now Russia occupies the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. So what
it's
are
so
they trying?
Stupid. Just guys, let's shoot into a nuclear station just to, I don't know, to save our nuclear station. What?
They could have sent all of Europe into oblivion. I mean, this thing, you heard the experts are saying it's expected to be 10 times worse than Chernobyl. I mean, that's all of Europe, Eastern and Western Europe. This thing has gotten so out of control. And okay, let's look at this video of genocide 2, and we'll be right back. So where's that, honey?
It's Borodyanka. It's Kiev region, 60 kilometers from Kiev. Now all cities around, the small cities around Kiev, they like so under such a big damage. All peaceful people, they're all technique because they try to stop this big column of Russian soldiers and technique before Kiev. So it's under fire.
Let's take a look at the boarding school. Now, does it not look like this was purposely taken out? This whole building is annihilated.
Так, вулиця Декабристів. Так, ось ми бачимо дорогу. Ось сюди училище. Це назад, а тепер дивіться, що зробили ось тут.
That's the building there, annihilated. Honey, tell about the orphanage. This morning you talked to about the orphanage.
We took this school in Zhytomyr. It's a school. It looks like
Zhytomyr?
Yeah, in Zhytomyr school, you see.
Tell us about the orphanage you talked to. Did Diana tell you this? It was bombed?
Yeah, it's another. I have actually picture, like it's a call to help, emergency call. It's
off.
Okay. I just
What does it say?
In Kramatorsk, Izium, in Kramatorsk area, Izium was another orphanage was Russian soldiers was. Machine gun, yes. And there is many 400 people there, and many of them they in bad condition. They need treatment, and it's with orphanage with psychological problems. And now they stayed without water, without electricity, without food. They ask for emergency help, and we try now to reach out to them to find out how we can help them.
Yeah, it's handicapped orphans. It's just absolutely tragic. So No, we're going to try and thank you guys again. The money you've already sent, that 5,000, which was a lot more than we asked for. We asked for 2,000, you guys sent 5, and now we're going to try to help these orphans get out soon today.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh,
So again, thank you so much.
Also contact today to woman who said she can take 35 orphanage from any country, neighbor country to Ukraine, and they will take them to Canary Island until war finished. 35 children orphanage they can take.
Canary Islands?
Yeah, Canary Island. They can will organize
Wow.
flight, yes, and feed them. It's the child camp there. But they say we just cannot take very, very sick people because we don't have much. It's island. They don't have much doctors there. But you know, 9 years old plus they can take, who can take care about themselves.
That's great. And that's the thing, that it's a logistics problem because the money is flowing into Ukraine, like I say, but it's coordinating and getting things out and getting it, you know, people out expediently and where to go. Like the orphans that are on a bus now today, from thanks to you guys' funds, they don't have a place to go. They're just driving to whatever border. The bus driver knows that the route is clear. You know, he knows which border. And I even asked which border. That they don't even tell us what country they're going to or what route, because it's kind of privileged, secret, top secret information, because, you know, you never know.
Yeah, train stations, they also work, sometimes change schedule if they have news that somebody is going to attack, you know, they like, you know, it's a complete privacy information. They try not to spread it in social media to avoid terroristic acts. You know, it's crazy. Just like I have news today that our police in Kiev, they caught man who was trying to get into underground, carrying in his pocket. He carrying bomb, you know, in a Slavutic, it's close.
Oh yeah, show that photo. You've got it here. You've got it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they caught a guy with a bomb going into a Kiev underground subway, going into the subway today.
Okay, I showed.
Oh, we're protecting his identity. We're protecting his identity.
Police.
So thank God the police caught him. You know, I mean, it's just, let's talk about the 40 probably million Ukrainians that are going to stay behind. You know, from the 44 million population, approximately, it's estimated that 5 million are going to become refugees, but it's 40 million that are going to stay behind. Most are staying behind. Karina, let's talk about that. Why are they staying behind? Help us understand. And is there any way we can convince them?
Do you mean refugees or just civil?
Yeah, just Ukraine. Like, you know, most Ukrainians are staying, you know, and they have their various reasons. Do you have any experiences about that? And is there anything we can do to convince them?
Yeah, I have my personal experience. Just I'm from Kiev, and I know that will be big provocation for Kiev and Kharkiv. It's biggest city. I don't know. It's more active, political, and it's really big city in Ukraine. And all my family just now, thank God, they on Western Ukraine. Part of my family still in Kharkiv. My friends still in Kharkiv. So I helping. I make propaganda. Just guys, please live away. My aunt, she live in Lugansk region, so it's called for so-called LNR, DNR, and she say just no. I do not shift in. I do not leave this house. We with my husband building this house for this hand. So no, guy, I will be there. And about this situation with so-called LNR, DNR, I just want to add that a lot of propaganda, they say just, you Ukrainian, you killed LNR, DNR children. So I want to ask you, guys, have you ever been in Donbass? Just because my relatives live here and I come to this, I don't know, come to this families. I know this personal opinion of this families, and a lot of them say just, my aunt also say just, I live here on 2014. I live, I have that experience. Yes, that was war, and I will live now. So first war, the second war, but it's my home. A lot of people, they scare just because they have husband, son, and they understand that in some moment all these men should to go on war. So a lot of lady or lady with children, I can leave my family, I can leave my son, my husband, and they say, okay, we will be in this situation together.
Mhm.
Most of the ladies, they really cannot leave their husband. It's true.
Yeah, because
Even
guys,
if they
you
have
know,
children.
no men 18 to 60 can leave. They're basically conscripted by Zelensky. So a lot of guys are trying to leave because they're family men, you know, they're dads, but they can't. So the families are electing to stay back and stay as a family unit. It's just really tragic.
Yeah, even if you call so-called white ticket, just even if you have bad health and medical say just you do not can go to war in this war in that war time, it doesn't give you any possibilities to leave. So even if you bad in medical circumstances.
Mm-hmm. Kang, you're asking how can you help? And for all of you others that want to help and sponsor either more orphans or actually sponsor a Ukrainian family, you can click the link below. It's our PayPal link. And thank you already. You guys have donated $5,000. It's going to make a huge help and rescue a lot of families, or as many as we can. But yeah, you can donate. And I promise you this fund's going directly to Diana, which is working with the Red Cross, and she's logistically coordinating the rescue of Ukrainians that want to leave. So that's how you can help. So, yeah.
It's not specifically to Diana, to everywhere where will be need, to orphanage. We will be a little bit. It's easier with funding because every time you don't know where expected bomb will come. Where we need extremely need right now to save children. Like just when I was talking to this orphanage, organization, she just sent me 1 minute ago a post of Kharkov protection of child, and he said, "Please, SOS, immediately, we need help."
Yeah, guys, there is some discretion here, like Anna said. Sorry. I mean, right now we're planning on sending it to Diana, but basically whoever needs help, right? But if you guys, when you donate, you can write, again, one of our lady ID numbers, and you can rescue her and her family for a $500 donation, or you can indicate who you want rescued. You can put we need their phone number to contact them, because everybody uses their phone number, connect to Viber. And Ukrainians live by Viber. Lots of them are on WhatsApp, Telegram, but Viber is the main one here. And we will reach out to them and coordinate with Diana and whoever else comes along to be able to help through this logistical situation of rescue. Oh, wow. What else did we want to cover? Here's the location. I don't think we can talk when the photo's on. Can you guys hear us? Here's the location of the Zaporozhye power plant, right close to Mariupol. Okay, but like I say, the fire, we're told by the Nuclear Power Authority in Ukraine that the fire's been contained and that for now, the nuclear reactors are not in jeopardy of overheating, of a meltdown. So we dodged a big worldwide bullet there. Anything else, honey?
You want to show
any other questions or comments, guys? What did you want to show? Okay, let's talk about where can people go. Okay?
How
Donald,
many
someone donates to them. Well, Donald, listen, Ukrainian culture, it's the man is the breadwinner. He's the strong man. He takes care of the family. He would rescue the family, if the family has a problem, right? So all I can say is, Donald, that if you rescue a lady from our database and her family, she's going to be extraordinarily appreciative. It's going to, at the very least, communicate with you and thank you. Whether it's going to end up in a relationship, that's a big wild card. But for right now, please just put your head in the humanitarian direction and think about saving lives. Okay, guys. I knew a lot of you would be thinking that. So thanks for that, Donald. It was a nice segue that I didn't have to bring it up myself. Okay, let's talk about Canada first. So I know most about Canada because I'm Canadian. And yes, we're going back to Canada via Mexico. To be very honest, we're going to Mexico. Well, okay, you guys know what I think. So I don't want to scare more people.
To leave, Karina, or no? You need to do some work, no? Karina, тебе надо что делать сейчас или нет? Можно тебя отпустить уже?
I can just add some information. Just I wondered about scary of Russian people, and maybe I don't know if you guys have some question, I will be happy to answer. But I have time. If you want, I have time.
So yeah, I'll just continue about Canada, and then maybe you guys have questions for Karina. So Canada has just made it official. They're accepting an unlimited number of Ukrainian refugees. Unlimited. Go Canada. I'm now a Canadian fan again. After the trucker situation, they lost a little bit of patronage from me, but and it's super simple. You just go on the website. I will include the link in the description below this video, and you apply. And they are fast tracking short-term refugee status, which is up to 2 years, and then long-term refugee status. But basically, I'm in contact with a big immigration lawyer in Canada, and he has said, and I already know this to be true, basically, if you come to Canada as a refugee, even short-term, and you stay there for 2 years, you're not getting kicked out of Canada, okay? Unless you're a drug dealer or a bank robber or you're a bad guy or bad girl. Short of that, most likely overwhelming majority, you will be able to stay and immigrate to Canada. So that program is opening in 2 weeks. Yeah,
yes.
one or two weeks.
They declare,
yeah. The US is talking about a program. UK is unfolding a program called Sponsor a Ukrainian. That's what they're calling their program. I'm in touch with one of our UK clients who just married one of our ladies in August. And that's what he told me, that the UK is already, I think they're ahead of Canada. They're rolling it out right now. Let's talk about this question. Will match guarantee basically go under? Regardless of what happens, as we've said to you guys before, match guarantee is both Anna and I's passion. It's our purpose in this life. We love making happy couples, and we couldn't imagine doing anything else. So I promise you, yeah, there's going to be some changes, undoubtedly. Maybe we'll start doing more matchmaking with Russian ladies, for example. But for sure, there's going to be a mass exodus of Ukrainian ladies. So our database is going to shrivel up a lot. But there's always new opportunities. So bottom line is, match guarantee is actually expanding. We're creating apps that will dovetail into the company. So we will get more lady registrations. We're expecting thousands and thousands, because it's I won't give away the farm. I'll leave some surprise for later. But anyway, the app is going to increase more lady registrations, in particular younger ladies, by the design of this app. So we will have younger ladies and middle-aged ladies and what have you. So the database will grow, and there will be men, because it's a chat app. It's a video share app. Okay, so we've invested a lot into this, and it will continue to thrive. It will continue to breathe new life into new blood into match guarantee. So guys, existing clients, guys that have a lifetime guarantee, unlimited dating, unlimited matchmaking, coaching until you get married, don't worry. Your guarantee is healthy. It's in place. And actually, we have clients coming on board, 4 since the war started, incredibly. So I wouldn't say it's business as usual, but we're still making it happen. And these ladies are willing to communicate as soon as they get back to safety. If they get out of the country, and they're going to be in a very stressed, vulnerable situation. And so, the heart of men is, we're a knight, we take up ourselves and we want to save the damsel in distress. Am I right, guys? Or am I right? Please hit a yes or hit a no in comments if you agree with me or don't agree with me. So it's actually you can look at this as an opportunity. Once we, get back in contact with her after she's fled to whether it's Poland or Germany or wherever, you can be in contact with her and you have an opportunity to save the damsel in distress. And I understand that's a loaded gun topic as well. And I'm sure I will talk about that in the upcoming weeks and months. But first, we have to get everyone safe. So hope that answers your question, La Fortuna. Okay. Any questions for Karina? You guys? Oh, more submissive.
What guy think?
What do you think about that, Karina?
More nervous guy, more nervous.
Yeah, not more submissive. Maybe submissive in a not a good way. I mean, if you're nervous, you're vulnerable, right? If you're afraid, you're vulnerable. So that's not a good.
Guys, if we mean BDSM topic, it's nice to be submissive. If we mean the relationship and you will be with submissive lady, it's not happy for you and for her, just because it's not submissive. It's just like scary, shaking after all sounds. So please, if you want happy relationship, so choose happy wife. Just help her to be in happy mindset.
You guys are saying yes, obviously. So thank you for the support on that. Yeah, I think it's obvious, but different stroke for different folks. Donald, great question. Thank you. I forgot to mention. Yes, of course. We're going to tell her that you, Donald, you donated $500 to sponsor her family. And by the way, and the donation link below, guys, you can sponsor the family one lump sum of 500, or you can make it a reoccurring monthly amount, because she's going to need help for more than just the first time, right? And we will let her know, and we will offer her to be in contact with you. I can promise you that too. If it's her choice, if she wants to thank you and be in touch with you, she can. What I would imagine she would, at the very, very least, thank you. I mean, I think you could probably count on that. So thank you, Andrew, a fellow client. Thanks, Andrew. Some of these guys are so funny. I hesitate to put the messages up.
He wants to create panic that people will give up, and stop this war. That's why Putin bombs civilians, to damage their, their spirit, and just like that people will lose hope. And yeah.
Guys, again, we're live, so I only have two hands, and actually one's around my sweetheart. So I will put the link for donation in the description below this video and in the comments, okay, as soon as we're not live anymore. So,
but it's not necessarily that woman that you want to donate, she will accept your help. If she say she don't want, we will just use this money for another lady who needs help, with a child, for example. And it's their choice. Or she say, I want to stay in Ukraine, I don't want to get out. We cannot also, I want to stay with my family. What to do? Many parents, they don't want to leave their parents, old parents. It's like, I see. From my family now, abroad only mother, that's the reality. And it happened just because we took her when we left Ukraine, and it was even before the war.
Let's talk about your dad. Exciting news. Anna's dad left yesterday. He left driving from Kyiv yesterday. Oh, Kyiv.
Cherkasy.
Cherkasy, yeah. And so he's en route. He slept overnight in Odessa region, and now he's en route, driving up, and he's safe.
Yeah, and he's going to come back, but he doesn't know that we have another plan for him, and we don't know how we will present it to him that he will go with mother to Germany, but we will try.
Yeah, we're going to implement a rescue operation. We're going to handcuff him and tie him to the bed. He's ex-military, so I think I'm going to need some help, even though he's 62. But yeah, it's a classic example. He's torn between, does he come with his wife and his family, or does he take care of his sister? And his sister doesn't really have a lot of other support. And his wife and his mom is with us. So he knows she's in good hands, and she's coming with us to Mexico, then Canada. Well, maybe Canada, we'll see. So
no, she won't go with us. She will stay with us.
Okay, well, it changes daily and hourly. Yes. So, it's a
She
lot for
already started
anybody.
to cry that she will, after 30 years living together with his father, she has now to split and see him. I don't know when, in 2 years now. She started to cry that she cannot go for this. But we wasn't able to get him out from Ukraine just because girls asked him to drive him in their car because they was afraid. So he was a driver. It's how he get out from Ukraine, just helping other people to get out, other girls, because they have 7 months baby and 2 kids. Yeah.
Honey,
Hmm.
I never thought of this. Read, please. You can only sponsor a Ukrainian lady if they're in a safe place, if they get out, let's say to Poland. But what if she decides to stay behind? She's stuck in Ukraine. Can we still sponsor those ladies?
I think if she's in Poland, better just maybe if you do have her contact. Yeah.
No, honey. What he's asking is, what if the lady stays in Ukraine and she's stuck in Ukraine, but she doesn't want to go? Can they sponsor her still? I think yes. We haven't thought of this honestly, because this whole thing is, I mean, like I said yesterday, I woke up inspired to do something to help, and I just took the first leap of faith. I didn't know I created a donation link. I didn't even know it was possible in PayPal, to be honest. I created the donation link. Boom! You guys sent $5,000. Thank you again so much for the orphans. So a lot of this is kind of just unfolding as she goes. But I vote yes. I mean, if you choose a lady that you want to donate and give money to, why not? It's your choice.
If she's in Poland, she can get through Western
Honey,
Union.
he's talking about she stays in Ukraine. Yeah.
But I mean, it's not necessarily through us to do. If she already moved, maybe first step, until, you will. But when she's in Ukraine, I just don't know. It depends on where she lives. If she lives in a bombing area, money will not really help her, She doesn't have food. She doesn't have these things, But if she lives in a place like in the western of Ukraine, of course, she needs, maybe to, some money to buy food or the simple things, or pay for shelter.
Yeah.
Like this.
So, Donald, one thing is we're completely transparent. So it's a mess how we get the money to them, to be honest. And we're looking for money transfer partners, to be honest. I don't want to take too much money to my PayPal account, honestly. But for this money, it went into my PayPal account, which is in Canada. Now I got to get it from Canada to here. Swift transfers are slow, not reliable, and banks, I don't know, they're closing. A lot are not open. But everybody in Ukraine has the Private Bank app on their phone. Am I right, Karina?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Or Monobank. And it's super slick. You just, we can go in, if the money's in our Private Bank account, and we can transfer it in 2 seconds to pretty much any Ukrainian person, either Monobank or Private Bank. So we need partners. If you have a PayPal account and you're, and we will have to, again, just reach out to me. We are looking for a PayPal partner that I could transfer from my account to your account, and get it to Ukraine, because there's no PayPal accounts in Ukraine.
How to get it?
Okay.
By Swift.
Yeah. So if you could get it to your PayPal account, or I can send it to you and you can Swift wire transfer to Ukraine. We are looking for money transfer partners that are obviously very reliable and trustworthy. Okay. So I will ask for references and do my due diligence on you before we work together on that end. Veronica's on. Hello. TransferWise, it's a good point, Veronica. Yeah, TransferWise is another good one. Yeah. So, but anyway, we might get flooded with donations. It might be in the tens of thousands or 100,000s. I don't know where this is going to go, and in which case we will need more money partners, because I don't, the need is great, and I find the world. Let's play the Justin Asher video. The world is rallying to help Ukraine, and so again, we're playing it by ear as we go. But specific question was, how did we get it? How did we get it? So Anna sent it from your personal card.
From my personal card, yes, I have money.
So you guys sent to our company PayPal account. Anna has money in her Private Bank card, so she just sent it. So that was very convenient and quick. But if you guys keep donating, which I expect, soon enough we will have a money transfer complications, which will
Okay,
have
guys, I should to go. Thank you a lot for this translation. Thank you, guys, for that you thinking about this big topic, and I think it's really worth question. If you have any opportunity to help by money, by accommodation, by sharing information, just do that, because just every minute, every moment, it's really important to every man in Ukraine, every woman in Ukraine, and just in world society general. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Karina. And we will put your Telegram link in the description below this video, which again, what it is, it's a share. Ukrainians sharing and helping each other get out of Ukraine, right?
I can share some Telegram channel about just my personally. Let me check out that it's only close people who know each other just to believe. But I can share a lot of Telegrams which will be useful for helping, just for people who want to give them help.
Perfect. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. And well, you're on our prayers too. We wish you all the best. At least you're in Europe, safe and sound. So that's good. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Take care.
Wish you best, guys.
Take a look at this video and we'll be right back.
Today, I have never been more proud to be a Ukrainian.
And I've never been more proud to be married to a Ukrainian.
The events that have unfolded in Ukraine are devastating. There is no place in this world for this kind of unjust attack on humanity.
And while we witness the bravery of the people of the country that she was born in, we're also witness to the needs of those who have chosen safety. We're raising funds to support a relief effort that will have immediate impact and supply much needed refugee and humanitarian aid to the area. The principal challenge right now is logistics. We need to get housing and we need to get supplies and resources into the area.
So Ashton and I have decided to match up to $3 million worth of donations to Airbnb.org and Flexport.org through GoFundMe.org in an effort to raise $30 million.
Hey guys, we're back. Any final questions? Guys, again, thank you very much for donating the $5,000. We were able to send off the money needed, the $2,000 for the orphans, to get them on a bus today. It happened quick because Anna transferred directly from her private bank app. So again, if you want to sponsor one of our ladies and her family, you can click on the donation link below and sponsor her family. Just put her name and lady ID number. And again, if we can't reach her or she doesn't need help, there will be a list of ladies that have responded, because we've sent our whole database an email. Hey, if you need help, if you need logistics help, if you need money, please reach out to us. Okay. So again, if we can't reach that specific lady that you want to donate to, it will be the next lady in the queue and her family that will get the donation. So Veronica is, thanks, Veronica. Yes, everybody's united. It's beautiful to see Justin Kacherin and his Ukrainian bride helping out $3 million. Like, wow, that's incredible. The whole world. I mean, that's one, if you got to say, if there's any kind of silver lining in this thing, tragedy brings people together. All of a sudden, all of our differences that we had, I'm even in touch with some of my competitors in the business space I'm in. And it's like, yeah, you need that, let me help you there. And it brings everybody together. Absolutely. Honey, anything else before we close with the normal, our Ukrainian prayer song?
I think prayer song.
Prayer song? Okay, guys. We will probably see you live tomorrow. But basically, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that you'll see you'll get a notification when we go live. Because we're kind of playing it by ear too, right? So probably 10 a.m. tomorrow morning as well. You think we feel up to it? Yeah. Because there's a lot of developments every day, and especially now that we're helping sponsor and rescue Ukrainians from getting out. Okay. God bless. We'll see you probably tomorrow.
Минає час, минають дні, і змінюється все навколо. Та тільки Бог, Господь святий, не змінюється Він ніколи. В одну хвилину може Він змінити все в нашій країні. Господь, благаємо Тебе, даруй спасіння Україні. Боже, Україні. Змилуйся над нами і прости. Молимо тебе, Всевишній, і від ворога нас захисти, бо без тебе ми безсилі. Господи, зміни все навкруги, дай спасіння Україні. І як над цим спостерігать, якщо людей отак вбивають, коли жива людська душа вже зовсім цінності немає. І як же нам тут далі жить, і нашим дітям в цій країні, якщо не вступишся, Господь, загине наша Україна. Боже, Україну збережи, Господи, помилуй грішних, змилуйся над нами і прости. Молимо тебе, Всевишній, і від ворога нас захисти, бо без тебе ми безсилі. Господи, зміни все навкруги, дай спасіння Україні. Боже, Україну збережи, Господи, помилуй грішних, змилуйся над нами і прости. Молимо тебе, Всевишній, і від ворога нас захисти, бо без тебе